The Tower of Babel. I will take care of him.
I got here just in the nick of time.
I'll have my connections
Blue Beetle and Cord Industries make up who I am.
and also be aware of everyone's weaknesses. Even my own.
Well then.
Now.
Argo was one of the three principal city-states located on the continent of Lurvan on Krypton. The minute chunk of the planet that held Argo City was spit out in the initial explosion. Most of the city's citizens died in the breakage, but some endured. My brother, Zor-El, a famed scientist of the city, was able to bubble enough atmosphere for those lucky folks left on the asteroid to survive. For a while.
Don't cry, sweetie. It's okay. Just... I love you. Mother, just be good.
Mother, please, you can't.
I need you.
Her mother never did wake. Eventually, Zor-El turned off the machines that were pumping her heart. The diagnosis was radiation poisoning. My brother discovered the cause. Starlight from approaching yellow suns had changed the chemical composition of the rocks carrying them. The sod beneath their feet was poisoning them. Zor-El's solution was to mass-produce lead shields and spread them over every nook and cranny of exposed land. A makeshift wall between them and the contagion. People were dying, and the task was massive. Every hand was required. Thousands of Kryptonians, the last of their planet, lay fallow throughout the rock, mourning their inevitable death. So she worked alone. The lead floor was completed in 3 months. Of the 18,000 citizens still alive in Argo City after the destruction of Krypton, about 30,000 eventually died of kryptonite poisoning. When she was done hammering all the lead plates, Kara turned her attention to building crypts, including her mother's. A year went by, and she survived the best she could, keeping mostly to herself, tired of befriending the dying. She remembered the day of the storm. She heard it before she saw it, said it was actually pleasant at first. There was no rain in space, and the plinking of the rocks hitting the lead reminded her of days stuck at home with nothing to do but read and look out the window. The wet on the red and blue leaves. Out her window that day she saw asteroids fall, the hailstones puncturing their improvised shield. She knew the radiation had come back, that those left would soon be leaving. She found her father in his lab weeping. As many men of his generation, he was a man who frowned upon emotional expression. She had never seen him with so much as a tear in his eye before, even as they stood over her mother's body. She asked him,
Is there hope?
and he said,
There is always hope for you.
they could not rebuild. They did not have the resources. The radiation would come, and over the next month, everyone in Argo City who survived the first wave would have died in the second. However, during that time, before the cancer claimed him, Zor-El thought he could repurpose what was left of the lead and build a rocket. I had shared my plans with him for such a ship, and he had listened enough to those fantasies to understand the basics. It wouldn't be much of a vessel, but it'd be capable of finding a destination millions of light years from that cursed rock. Based on his calculations, given the constraints of weight, food, and water, he thought the rocket could carry a single passenger.
Come on, Roberta. We're going to be late.
Okay, Mom.
Car almost killed us. He saved our lives, Roberta.
I got here just in the nick of time.
Thank you, Superman. Thank you.
I thought he wasn't real, Mom.
Well, of course I'm real. I'm standing in front of you right now, aren't I?
Well, when you hear there's a guy flying around Metropolis, you don't know what to believe.
I'll give you that one.
Superman!
Superman's got nothing on our apocalypse tag.
The Man of Steel's got nothing on Bruno, ugly man. He's got nothing on the inner gang. Metropolis is ours!
I know you said something about Metropolis not being Superman's, but I didn't hear you say anything about Superboy.
Oh, you got a kid now.
Not one, but two.
I wouldn't be much of a Superboy if I let you fall to the ground, would I?
Thank you.
Hey, Ugly.
What is it, Carolyn?
We got a little bit of a problem.
What's the matter?
It looks like Superman's kids got down Aquaport.
Hey, what?
And you said all these gadgets from Apocalypse wouldn't stop us.
Hi there. I see you've met my wonderful children.
Ah, the Big Blue Boy Scout.
If only the press would stop with that nickname. You think just because you have tech from the New Gods that you could stop me? Superboy, Steel, I could use some help here.
Steel's got it.
You really think we're done, Super Family?
It seems about over.
Intergang stopped.
Metropolis is saved thanks to Superman, Superboy, and Steel.
How did you both do on property damage?
I mean...
Jonathan?
It was a Luther 2023 billboard, though.
Okay, that's fine then.
He is not coming to save you. Soon you will break.
The Black Mercy will do nothing to me. I don't want to be alone, but I'm going to be alone. There's nothing anyone can do about it, but Superman. Superman.
We will crush your hope.
Superman. Superman.
Superman! You are my freaking hero! Superman!
Superman!
Superman! Superman!
Hey,
Can we get a picture? Oh my god, please!
of course. I would love to take a picture.
Yeah! Yes!
Smile.
Wow, cool costume.
Thanks. My mom made it for me. Don't jump.
Jump? Are you crazy? Oh, it's you, Superman.
I'm sorry, I thought...
No need to apologize. I see why it looked like that.
What were you doing up here then, Jimmy?
I guess I was saying goodbye to Metropolis.
Goodbye? What, are you going to Gotham?
Please, you think I'm going to that no man's land? I'm thinking about moving back home to Yonkers, New York.
Why?
My parents lived above the newsstand. Every morning I'd sneak down and buy a copy of the Daily Planet. I'd cut out every picture in it. I had a scrapbook after scrapbook of all these interesting people and places. I made a picture in my head of Metropolis. But like most of the photographs, it was out of focus. Things have been fine at the job the last few months, I suppose. I'm barely making any money. I got no friends. I don't fit in here. I don't fit in. And now I'm going back to Yonkers with my tail between my legs, and my parents are gonna say, "I told you so," like they always do.
Your parents didn't want you coming to Metropolis?
They said I'd never make it. What'd your parents say?
I'll try and make you proud.
You already do, son.
The people here only care about what you can do for them. It's like Miss Lane says, this city is a dog that can't stand up because of the weight of its fleas. I guess I'm just one of those fleas.
I was just thinking coming here might have been a mistake myself.
Man, if someone who can fly can't make it, what hope do I have?
You know I don't have many friends in Metropolis. You finding out that Clark Kent was Superman was one of the best coincidences that could have happened, Jimmy. So it'd be a shame to lose my best friend.
What? Wait! Before you go, could I take your picture?
Of course.
It would mean so much to me. Like, during that whole Metallo and Lex Luthor thing, I never got a single picture of you.
You saved the day then, Jimmy. But don't even get me started on Lex.
Do you think he's really going to become president? He is a supervillain after all.
Are you sure you wrote this, Lois? There's not a single negative word in here.
A symbol of hope. Superman. Celebrating Metropolis. Hero.
Well, I'm really liking all this, Lois, but we need a photo to run it.
Someone say photo.
Olsen, good to see you again.
Jimmy!
Photo couldn't go with the story any better.
Well, Chief, take a look at your new dream team. Clark!
Lois!
Look who decided to join us.
Yes, I was,
He was bringing the kids to
their,
soccer game.
Soccer game, yeah. Their soccer game.
Since when did Jonathan and Jana play soccer?
Since,
Since always?
Yes, since always.
Well, I'll excuse you for that, Ken. It's important to get the kids where they need to go. Trust me, I got them.
Thanks, Perry.
I don't need to be thanked. What I need is a story.
I'll be getting one right your way. Now, your way, right now.
Oh, I'll be more like Olsen here with these pictures of Superman he got.
I couldn't have done it without the help of my best friend.
Your friend who, Olsen? I thought this was all you.
Superman.
Waller.
Think he dislikes her as much as we do, Harcourt?
We'll see about that one, Economos.
Emilia, John.
She's inside.
Superman.
Amanda Waller.
You get sick of hearing that whistle only you and dogs can hear whenever I need you coming my way?
You know I don't like to be in cahoots with you, Waller. But if it means saving more lives and not doing this the way you and Argus would...
Please. This last year of me having tabs on you has done a lot of good.
It has so.
Our victim was a pretty big fan of you, Soups.
What happened?
The young girl was abducted late last night from her room. Her mother came in to see her being taken through a portal.
Oh no.
And the only thing she grabbed onto, that she took with her, was a doll of you her mother made for her.
What was the girl's name?
Roberta Lee.
I recognize that name.
You do?
Yes. When I was first starting out, I had saved her from a car being launched toward her and her mother.
You better not go looking for this girl, Superman.
She's counting on me, Waller.
All we know is that she went through a portal. We have no way of finding out where she is through all of space.
Then I'll look through all of space if it comes to that.
So, you're going to waste all of your time looking for her when you could be here focusing on what truly matters?
Yes.
Lex.
Mercy.
The race is very close.
There will be no race. Shortly. And then, there will be no Superman. The world will no longer see him as a symbol of hope. He is a false god to humanity.
You can't forget about him foiling your plans over the years, Lex.
I have never forgotten. But this is not about me right now, Mercy. This is about the people of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
The specimen shall be awakened. Kara Zor-El.
I'm not letting you get out of here. Lex!
What is it, Guardian?
Kara Zor-El has escaped. Everyone is dead at Cadmus but me. What?
No.
Let me tell you, you raised some good kids, Clark.
Have I now?
Look at them playing with Natasha over there.
What can I say? They follow right in Lois's and I's footsteps.
Taking up drinking, Clark?
Sparkling water.
You know, after you saved me from that construction site, you inspired me to become a Superman of my own, Steel. And look at how the times have changed. Your kid's going by Steel now, too. Training with the hammer was a workload.
She really loves that suit and hammer, John. Let me just tell you.
I'm happy to hear that.
Clark?
Yes, Lois?
Make sure you don't burn those burgers and Franks. You always seem to.
I don't think he does.
See, someone agrees with me, Lois.
Come on. Don't humble him like that, John.
Always burning those burgers and Franks when your father told you to put them on the grill and still are.
Mom!
Martha!
Nice of you to join us.
How's my boy doing?
Trying not to burn the food, Mom.
Clark?
Yes, Lois?
I have a question about the grill for you. Can you come over here for a second?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'll keep an eye on the grill and make sure our dinner doesn't burn.
Okay. So, you definitely don't have a question about the grill?
Yes, I definitely do not have a question about the grill. You've seemed distressed ever since the recent thing with Amanda Waller.
You know me too well.
What is it?
Do you remember that girl and her mother I saved? One of the first people I saved as Superman?
The Lees?
Yeah. She was taken from her home last night from a portal. She took a stuffed doll of me that her mother made.
Do they have any idea on who it could have been?
No, but I need to find her, Lois. I made an impact on her all those years ago. Her room was decorated with me from wall to wall.
You'll find her, Clark. If anyone can, it's you.
And I think, how would I feel if Jonathan or Jaina were taken away from me, and I were never able to see them again?
Get back!
Kids, get back.
Dad, why is this any different?
Jonathan.
Okay.
Kal-El.
Yes, that is who I am.
I mean no harm.
Who are you? Where do you come from?
I am Kara Zor-El. I come from Krypton.
I wish I would have been made aware of your existence sooner. I thought I was the last of Krypton.
Well, you were wrong.
It's a good thing to be wrong about.
Twice. Sometimes 3 times a week now, I've been having dreams that feel like possible outcomes for a future. Almost like premonitions trying to tell me something.
What occurred in your dreams?
I saw all of Earth be taken. I saw what looked to be your death. I saw what looked to be mine. I saw multiple of these same creatures.
Darkseid. He's one of the new gods. It all makes sense now. He must have been the one to provide the Intergang with the tech from Apocalypse, and maybe...
And maybe what?
A girl was taken from her family by Portal. And with these new gods coming out and the Intergang using their tech, it can't be a coincidence.
We need to stop that future from becoming reality. We need to save planet Earth from the new gods. Winning is our only option.
Looking out for the people of this planet is my primary concern.
Good.
Where were you all these years?
Where was I all these years?
Sorry, that wasn't meant to come off in a rude way.
I don't know if you knew this, Clark, but I'm your cousin, the daughter of Zor-El and Alora Enel. I was rocketed to Earth following Krypton's destruction.
Then why just come to me now because of this?
Because once my pod landed on Earth, I was taken into government custody and then sold to a bunch of mad man-worms, experimented on. Since I've been on Earth, I've been living in captivity.
Kara, I am so sorry.
There was nothing you could have done about it, Superman. Now, let's get to finding Darkseid. What are you doing?
Come with me. I know where we can find answers.
So?
Are you guys ready for me to take your order?
No, not yet.
Take your time.
So
So.
So? Yes, so?
It's about that girl who crashed at our house during the barbecue, right?
I was going to start with, I have some news, but that's one way to get into it.
It's just a day in the life for us, Mom.
I did happen to see that she had the House of L on her suit. Does she happen to be Kryptonian?
You guys really keep beating me to it.
So there's another?
Does Dad have a sister?
You guys ready to order?
I think we're gonna need another minute, sorry. Her name is Kara Zor-El, and she's your father's cousin.
Aunt Kara, huh? It's got a nice ring to it.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but why now?
What do you mean, Jana?
Dad hasn't mentioned any other family all these years, and now, out of the blue, he has this cousin.
Well, that was another part I was getting to.
Go on.
There's always more with you, Mom.
I'm a journalist for a reason, Jonathan, but she's been held captive until now.
All right. What can I get you guys?
I think we're just going to need one more minute.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Hello, Cal and Kara Zor-El.
It's good to see you again, Kellex.
A Kryptonian service robot? What is this place?
I call it the Fortress of Solitude. It was a ship sent by my father that has been residing on Earth for 20,000 years now. It's where I come to talk to him. The last piece of his conscience resides here.
I can't believe that.
It's truly remarkable stuff.
What can I do for you, Kal-El?
Can you tell me about Darkseid?
Darkseid?
That's him.
Darkseid is a new god who rules over Apocalypse. He is a warlord who seeks to conquer all.
Doesn't sound too good.
All of what I know of Apocalypse and the new gods is the brief mentions from my father, and the encounter with their tech that was used by the Intergang.
He is a force of nature, darkness, and life. Unending hate that exists throughout the universe. Darkseid is the personification and embodiment of all things you oppose, Kal-El.
How is he?
The unstoppable force that is human being. The direct opposition to hope. Unyielding, unwavering evil. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
My son.
Father.
I see you have met Kara.
You've known about her this whole time?
Of course I have. I was waiting for the time to be right.
Hey, Uncle. It's been,
It is good to see you again, Kara.
What did you know of Darkseid?
I do not know much beyond the word of mouth. He is no Zod or Mongo. He is something our people have feared for a very long time.
How do we stop him, Father? What are we supposed to do?
Why did his parademons come our way?
I have seen the hope you have bestowed upon the people of Earth, Kal-El. I have faith that you and Kara can stop him. But there is something I want to give you both.
You must have been waiting a while to give this to us then.
Oh, I have. Trust me. Suits for both of you have our scripture on them.
About time I got one of these.
I really like it, Father. But my mom is going to kill me.
Why would Martha Kent put an end to your life for wearing a new suit, my son?
You see, I've been wearing the suit my mother made for me ever since I started.
She will understand.
Mama's boy.
I am.
Come here, you lousy Kryptonians.
Lobo.
Get it almost every night. And when that moon gets a big.
You are making a bit of a mess there.
A guy's gotta eat. You see what I did there?
Yes, guy like you. Guy Gardner.
You got it, Tomar Ray.
Chip, have some manners for once, please.
What's up, Toma?
Lobo.
we have an aunt that's been held captive all these years?
Apparently so.
Yep. At least that's what your father told your mother, who told me.
Jana.
Yes, Jonathan?
Good thing you didn't go with Supergirl, because this girl will probably end up being Supergirl.
Do you guys recognize that?
No.
Never seen that.
Is it Kryptonian?
We would have known if it was Kryptonian.
So Clark's got a cousin now?
As if things weren't complicated already.
Oh, Lex is not going to like that.
Jimmy.
What? He's not.
No, look.
What the heck is that?
These things just keep coming and coming.
And they're just sitting there.
What's going on?
I think we're being kidnapped, pal.
These monsters seem to withstand Kryptonians.
I could have at least gotten a picture of these things before they started chasing us.
Where's Clark when you need him? That does not look good.
We're all gonna die.
Jimmy, they're flying people into that ship.
Wait, Lois, look.
What?
They got Jonathan, Jana, and Steel.
My kids!
What is going on?
Doesn't this Lobo look like Gene Simmons of Kiss?
I see you know your Earth pop culture.
Yes, I do.
What's your favorite Kiss song?
Rock and roll all night.
Oh, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Come and get it, you lousy Kryptonians. You should have died on your friggin' planet.
Oh, Lobo.
What, are you gonna put on a show? Because that's my thing.
If Supergirl over there and I perished with our planet, we wouldn't have the delight to deal with you today.
You know he's gonna be real delighted when you're added to his collection.
And I'll add you to my collection of thugs I put behind bars on the daily.
Supergirl over here will be a little bonus.
Can you repeat that, Lobo? Lobo.
I said Supergirl over.
You fell for one of the oldest tricks in the book.
You sure did.
You did pretty good here today, but you still need to work on some things.
Come on, I'm your cousin, Clark. Don't act like I'm one of your kids.
No, I know that, Kara. But we're all constantly making mistakes, and constantly able to improve upon them.
I know.
What?
Okay.
You think you can withstand me?
Parademons.
More of these things.
They don't stop coming.
Soon. Have the parademons taken Metropolis or the warship?
Yes, the son and daughter of Superman are amongst them.
Our own never fails us, like the ones we bestowed upon him.
Lobo will bring him and the cousin of his to us.
Hope is Superman's greatest asset. My entire existence I've known that hope is the one thing powerful enough to stand in my way.
The time will come when he is gone.
It cannot happen with the Kryptonian at full strength. I have to break him before it even begins. Hope will be vanquished.
I know you've been after this information for some time now. As a mutually exclusive partner of mine, I've allowed this information for one reason, and one reason alone. That you stop Superman by whatever means necessary.
I'm counting on it.
Good. National security is no game. I'm glad I have allies I can rely on.
So long, Waller.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I don't get paid enough for this.
Give me a